Hi, this is Stephen here from Share Navigator. So in this part of the course, we're going to show you where to go and access the company data for free. So remember, in our little research checklist here, we're going to look for all of this data here, and we're going to find everything we need in websites for free. You don't need to be paying anything for this. You can go to the company websites themselves, for example. But what we're going to do is use a company called TradingView, and you can get a free subscription to that. I'm going to show you the free version now. And we're going to use a stock called Alaska Airlines as an example. So remember, we're doing historical research in this course, but we've also used Alaska Airlines to predict their future share price. And that's in a separate course called the three quick ways to estimate future share prices. So we'd encourage you to go ahead and use that um, or complete that course after you complete this particular course here. So let's go to TradingView. We'll show you where you can get information. We're going to look for Alaska Airlines. And you can see here, once we click in search stock market, you can see a lot of different things in here. But we're going to be looking for stocks, and we can type in a company name if we want. We'll type in ALK, and that brings up Alaska Airlines. So that's the ticker symbol for Alaska Airlines. You could have actually typed in Alaska Air Group, and we're going to click on launch chart. So launch chart, this is going to give us the chart of Alaska Airlines. This is what you see when you'll log in. This is again the free version of this particular website. Now on the right hand side here, you can actually expand this window if you want, make this one here, but we're going to pop it out now in a second. A lot of the information you need is on the bottom right hand side. So it's Alaska Air. We're looking for the exchange it's traded on. It's telling you there it's the New York Stock Exchange. It's telling you it's an airline stock, and the heading for the sector there is transportation. So that will fulfill a lot of the information we need here in our little checklist. So remember to email us if you want to get access to this checklist, or just create your own in a Word document. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Other bits and pieces of information as well are down here. So for example, you're getting the size of the company here. The market capitalization is 4.8 billion. The dividend yield, you can see there's a blank here. So the stock doesn't pay a dividend at this moment in time. Think about it. It's an airline stock. What happened during COVID? Obviously, airlines were in big trouble and they stopped paying out dividends. And most of them haven't returned to paying dividends just yet. So that's not abnormal there. And another piece of information that you may want further in further courses is the beta here, and that's a volatility measure. Okay, now, but the to complete our checklist, we want to get access to historical sales data, historical profit data, etc., like that. So we're going to click on these four squares up here, and it's the metrics tab, and click on financials, and it's going to bring out a whole new window here on the left hand side. And what we're going to be interested in, first of all, you can see here, what does the company do? Where do they operate? It's a nice little summary here, which is great. Some basic information here as well, which is fantastic. And it kind of breaks down stuff down here on an ongoing basis there as well. But I'm going to kind of direct you here, first of all, to the financial statements. So to get sales and profit data, we're going to be focused in on the income statement. And to look at our debt balances, we're going to look at the balance sheet. So they're the two financial statements we're going to look at. And don't worry about it. We're going to talk you through them step by step. So don't, if you've never seen a financial statement before in your life, don't be worrying at all. It's not rocket science. We'll talk you through it in the next few videos. The other tab up here is statistics. This is where you're going to get, shares outstanding. We'll explain that to you later on. Price to earnings, price to sales ratios, etc., like that. So the statistics tab is going to be important as well. The dividend tab will give you the track record of dividend payouts. As you can see, 2020 was the last dividend. Obviously, COVID happened, and then it hasn't paid a dividend since. And then earnings tab really just gives you an idea of, what the earnings per share was over the last 5 years, and what it's forecasted to into the future. And the same down here on the revenue side. Just remember, when you're clicking into these, they default, the only downside of this one, it defaults to quarterly. Make sure you switch it back to annual, and you have to do it every time you check a stock, okay? So this is very simply where you can go and get some of this financial information for free. It's with tradingview.com. You don't need to pay for an account. You can create a free version of their account and get access to this data. This is a free version here. So this is what we'll be using going forward to access information for this course.